Superbowl 60,
Big 60.
aka Bonito Bowl, because Bad Bunny
Bunny.
is performing, so they're calling it Bonito Bowl.
Yes.
And in case you don't know, kickoff time is 3:30 tomorrow. Joe Montana, who is of course from the Niners, and I knew that miraculously, will flip the coin. And the teams are, go ahead and say it, Debbie.
Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots.
Kind of backstory. Seattle Seahawks 14-3 record in the regular season. They will be seeking their second Super Bowl win.
Yes. Hey, football fans. Today we're diving into the biggest game of the year, Super Bowl 60, also known as Super Bowl LX. An unforgettable showdown is set to go down at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara.
Good morning, Debbie.
Good morning.
I literally rolled out of bed. Like, I love these days when it's just me and you, because I'm like, when we usually have guests, I'm like, okay, I need to fix my face.
A little bit. Yeah, no.
Irene is going to take pictures. So, like, I just like that I just rolled out of bed. And
Like, we don't want to take pictures today?
No. I mean, whatever. But I was just, I was texting you guys yesterday because I happened to listen to the return episode. And Irene, first of all, you do such a great job as a co-host. You should come on more often.
That's
right?
Exactly.
But I was laughing the whole time on my way to work because I was low-key mortified.
It was a little mortifying.
Yes. And I was like, Irene is totally gaslighting Costco because she blamed Costco for the fact that she couldn't keep these plants alive. It's like blaming a model, right? Modeling a lipstick, and you put it on and you want to sue the company because you don't look just like that model. That's my take on it.
I do have an update.
Yes.
I finally did return it. I
The dog stroller.
within the window.
You had 3 days.
Return. Yes. And I did it.
Yeah.
I couldn't put it back in the box. And so I returned it feeling a little shameful because, I did use it.
Yeah.
Right. And so I felt like I did use it. And so therefore I should pay for it. But the reality is it just didn't work out. Right. And so I ended up returning it within the window. And I'm telling you, there was no judgment at all.
No pushback. No.
Obviously they asked the reason why, and I explained, and that was it. It happened in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So long story short, it was a lot of that was I put on myself. They have these return policies, and as long as you meet those return policies, you shouldn't have a problem.
Yeah. And especially the ones that say, if you're not satisfied, bring it back, right?
For any reason.
Yeah. And for you to not be satisfied, you got to try the product.
Yes.
You have to open it.
Yes.
You can't just look at it and be not satisfied with it.
Yes.
It's, that's why they give you a money back guarantee. So Irie, first of all, ever since I listened to that episode, you got me looking around in my pantry and my house for things that I bought at Costco that I can make money off of. I'm like, where can I return here? Because to be honest, I've returned things Costco once or twice. They were unopened. I can tell you that there's one major chain. I'm not directly going to say the name, but the logo looks like it's a bullseye. If you buy things online, 90% of the time, if you return it online, like you're going to ship it back, it will let you keep the item and just refund your money.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
And the first time I did it, I was like, wow, that is so nice of them.
Yes.
And then I'm like, let's see how much of this they're going to return.
Yes.
So I would buy things online, return it, and just keep it depends. Like, you can't just buy like a Dyson vacuum and then go refund $300. Like $20 here, like a sweater, here and there. And every single time they returned it. But I think at one point they were like, this bitch is like taking advantage of us.
There's like some algorithm that they have.
Yeah. And they were like, okay, here's the label, ship it back. I ended up keeping the item because,
Yeah.
So that's one of my stories where like I kind of just took advantage of the situation.
Yeah.
But to your point, Target takes so much of my money. They literally take like 30% of my paycheck every month. So it's,
That's how I feel about Costco.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Costco. And honestly, I wasn't really thinking about doing it. But then I was like, you know what? Why not? Like, they have this like really good return policy. And I'm now, when I think about really major purchases, even non-major purchases, if I can get it at Costco, I'll get it at Costco. Because you know what? There's so many times where I've bought stuff at Costco to try and I didn't like it, or my family didn't like it, or we weren't in love with it, and we just ended up keeping it, and that was it, or we just threw it away. But I feel like we don't use it as well, at least I don't. I don't use the return policies as much as, other people maybe.
I do know somebody. I'm not going to say who, obviously. I'm not going to say how I know this person.
Okay.
But she would buy gallons of milk at Costco, drink most of it and return it, and then would take it back.
Okay. How does that work? What's the rationale behind that?
I don't know what she's telling them, but she was like, they take it back.
I know, but what makes her, what
I think
triggers
her mind is like, I'm going to finish this gallon of milk.
Okay.
I paid for this milk.
Yes.
I didn't finish it, so I'm going to return it. It's kind of like how Irene gaslights Costco into thinking that she can't take care of a plant. She's gaslighted by the fact that, okay, if I buy this at Costco, I'm going to drink all this milk and I'm going to finish it.
Okay.
But since I didn't finish it, it's Costco's fault.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the logic.
So, I mean, if you're embarrassed about your stories, you shouldn't be embarrassed about, that's nothing compared to her rationale behind it. I'm just kind of like, oh, wow, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, return policy. I say use it.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a very exciting weekend here in the Bay Area
Yes, it is.
because it's Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah, but most of us aren't that excited.
No, yeah. But it's happening here in
Yeah.
the Bay Area.
Yes.
I was just talking to Irene about it before you came in, just about all the crazy things that are happening everywhere. Like celebrities are being cited everywhere. Post Malone threw a free concert in Embarcadero yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Olivia Dean threw a concert.
Yes.
And then, of course, you probably know everybody and their mama was at the Kehlani concert yesterday
Yes.
in downtown San Jose.
Yes.
But the one thing that drives me crazy is that, okay, when people that are not from the Bay think of the Bay, they think of San Francisco, right? So
Yes.
if they were to come here to go to the Super Bowl, they're like, we'll stay in San Francisco.
Yes.
But do you not realize that Santa Clara is like 45 minutes an hour away?
Well, they would Google it, right?
But I wonder how many people just immediately think that, because I would be like, I still have to travel.
Yep.
Probably through traffic, right?
Yep.
45 minutes away.
Yep.
And no one's going to want to stay in San Jose. No one's coming here to be like, oh my God, let's stay in San Jose.
Yeah, well, yeah, I actually, it'll be interesting to know from a hotel pricing perspective, where is it cheaper, right? Because if it's your first time in the Bay, you for sure want to visit San Francisco, right? So you're going to make time to visit San Francisco, but obviously your whole intent is to do the Super Bowl experience or watch Super Bowl. So it's actually interesting to me where it's actually cheaper, because that's kind of how I would play it if I was to go somewhere. Where exactly would the price points be, and where does it make sense? Because I would want to hit up San Francisco.
Yeah. Well, obviously, if you can afford a Super Bowl ticket,
Yeah.
it doesn't fucking matter. Because I heard it goes for like $5,000 to $9,000. So let's back this up. Okay. So today's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday, which is February 8th, which is the, 60th Super Bowl? Super Bowl 60,
Big 60.
aka Bonito Bowl, because Bad Bunny is performing, so they've been calling it Bonito Bowl.
Yes.
And in case you don't know, kickoff time is 3:30 tomorrow. Joe Montana, who is of course from the Niners, and I knew that miraculously, will flip the coin. And the teams are, go ahead and say it, Debbie.
Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots.
Kind of backstory. Seattle Seahawks 14-3 record in the regular season. They will be seeking their second Super Bowl win.
Yes.
And they did lose to the Patriots in 2015.
Yep. This is a matchup.
Yes. And New England Patriots also 14-3. They have appeared in more Super Bowls than any other team. 12 Super Bowls.
Tom Brady.
Yeah. And they're going for their 7th Super Bowl since the Tom Brady era.
Yes. Yes.
And I didn't pull this out of my head. I Googled this, so if I sound convincing, I didn't know this on top of my head. But yes, that is what's going on. So anyways, my coworker, his son actually is a student at our school, and he's a senior, and he was gifted 2 Super Bowl tickets.
No way.
Yes.
How's that?
He went through a lot last year. He went through cancer treatment, still played football. So he was awarded, because of, everything that he's gone through, he was awarded these 2 tickets. And I was like, bro, you can sell these tickets and get yourself a car, right?
Yes.
But his parents could easily buy him a car. that, so it's just more for the experience. And I was talking to my coworker about it. I'm like, you are going to the Super Bowl. How excited are you? And he's like, I'm excited, but my team isn't playing. He's a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Oh my God.
And he's like, I got to tell you this. He's like, nothing beats, I guess he went to the Super Bowl when Michael Jackson performed.
Oh,
And he sat
wow.
up
So
front.
this is his second Super Bowl?
Yes. And he was like, nothing will ever beat that
And the reason being is
because it's Michael Jackson. And
it was just amazing.
yeah. So he was telling me he did have to get taxed for the tickets though.
Okay. What was that tax? Do you know?
Depending on how much the tickets, but I did look up. It can be anywhere from $6,000 to $9,000.
I think it was, from what I read, this is the second highest priced Super Bowl. Vegas 2 years ago was the highest. That's what I read.
And we've had a Super Bowl here before, right?
Yes.
How long ago was that? I think 2016.
Yes.
Super
So
Bowl 50.
almost, so basically 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that one as well because I was in San Francisco working, and right next to the Ferry Building in Embarcadero, it was huge. They had the Super Bowl sign. I mean, San Francisco did it up. I remember seeing Clydesdale horses. It was just amazing. But it was kind of quiet this time around. So not really sure. Yeah.
I felt like it was like crazy, but maybe they learned from last time and kind of made it more organized.
Maybe. Yeah, but I mean, again, I actually looked up. There's some fun facts about Super Bowl.
Oh, yes, let's hear it.
So I will tell you. Okay, fun fact. So basically, it's a national food holiday where Americans eat over 1 billion, not million, billion chicken wings on Super Bowl Sunday.
That's a lot of chicken. And I'll be one of those people because I love chicken wings.
So that's enough wings to circle the earth more than once.
Are you making any Super Bowl food?
I am not cooking. I'm putting something together.
What are you putting together?
Yes.
Okay.
Very similar. Like some kind of spread. There's this pistachio spread that I've been seeing on social media that I've been wanting to try with some hot honey pistachio, some Boursin cheese.
Amazing.
Yes. Cheese spread. Oh my God.
Where are you watching it
looks
this
so good.
year? At your place?
No, I'm going to Lana's.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she invited me. I don't know if I'm gonna go. I don't, honestly, because it's so crazy, I don't even know I want to leave my house. So
You should come. It'll be
I'll
fun.
try. I'll try.
Yep. So another fun fact on food is avocados have their main character moment. So roughly 100 million pounds of avocados are used for guac just for the game. So
Big win for chips everywhere.
yes. So isn't that crazy?
Like, who thinks about this stuff? Like, who sits there and is like, I wonder how many avocados we use every year for the Super Bowl.
And the Super Bowl is the most watched TV event in the U.S. every year.
Yes. Football is the American football
Yes.
is a U.S. sport. Yeah.
Yes. And crazy is, obviously a lot of people, if you're not really into the football, you're really into like the ads of the football.
That's my thing. Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
So a single 30-second Super Bowl commercial can now cost several $millions. And get this, companies fight for slots to be able to put that out there.
I see it.
And, as you mentioned, the halftime show is being performed by Bad Bunny.
He just won a Grammy.
Yes,
Yeah.
I saw that. But do you know who's singing the American anthem?
I do know, but I want you to say it.
Charlie Puth.
Yes.
Yes.
Not much of a Charlie Puth fan, but I think he's more of like the younger millennial crowd. I don't know.
Well, I remember. Well, he has some cool songs.
I mean, he's obviously a good singer.
Yes.
He's singing the national anthem.
Well, I wonder if the halftime show, do you know that from what I've heard, they don't get paid for that?
No. Because, I mean, I think it's more recognition for them, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, it's really all about the exposure.
Yeah.
And the sales spike of things after, right? So.
I do know Green Day is actually performing before.
Okay.
Which is
yes.
really
Bay Area.
Yes, Green Day. There's so many Bay Area artists that I didn't realize they were from the Bay Area.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then going back on like food, but more beverage, is soda is hugely consumed this time of
The
year.
Coke sponsor, I think it was Pepsi before.
Is it Coke or Yeah, I was going to say.
I know it was Pepsi before because when Michael Jackson did the thing, his hair caught on fire. during the. Do you remember that?
Yes. Well, we're aging ourselves now.
Yeah. Well, look it up, guys. I mean, it was pretty traumatizing.
Yes. And then another fun fact, if you guys don't know, is after the Super Bowl, so that Monday is the peak for sick day for work.
I work at a school, so teachers, please behave because I am the one that has to find coverage. Don't do that to me.
Yes.
Russ, Dawn Marie, whoever else, Marita.
Yep. And then obviously you can't, going back to food, pizza. Pizza's huge.
Yes. Pizza, hot dogs, right?
Well, I would imagine all the American fun food of burgers and hot dogs, but pizza delivery, I would imagine you probably want to order that early.
Yeah. Well, I was watching, I've been on social media, and funny thing is someone was in San Francisco in the streets and was like, all this Super Bowl stuff was getting set up, and they were like, where did they ship all the homeless people to? There was no homeless people, they said, on the street. How do you think they handled that?
The same way that they handled it for San Francisco. They probably just...
Do you think they put them up in a hotel?
I'm sure they relocate them somewhere.
Yeah. Very interesting, right? Because there are a lot of homeless people in San Francisco. And it's like, wow, how long ago did they plan this?
But it's very interesting because when you have really big events and they're closing off in San Francisco, they clean that place up. You would not know. You would not know. So, I mean, it is possible.
San Francisco is a beautiful place. I mean, I've always loved going to San Francisco.
I really enjoy, San Francisco, to me, I never used to go. And then when I started working, I just would go, and then I would have the opportunity to kind of explore the city a little bit more, the food scene more. And it's pretty cool.
Even though we're not too wild about who's playing the Super Bowl, this opportunity for us to host Super Bowl in the Bay Area is so great. And it's such good exposure for the Bay Area.
I have a theory.
What?
I have a theory that maybe they specifically did not put the Niners in because it actually generates more money to have teams from outside of the Bay Area.
I see that.
Come in.
I see that.
But, that's just probably me just being sore.
Yeah. Well, do you have a prediction at all, or do you have a team that you're rooting for?
I don't really care. That's me.
For me, it's the aesthetics. I'm like, okay, whoever has the cutest players. Probably Seahawks for me because I'm not too wild about, red, white, and blue.
Okay.
I did buy into a lot of these fucking squares, the betting squares. I spent $300.
Oh my gosh.
On just various different fundraising squares, and people are like, I did win $300 last year, so I'm hoping, knock on wood, that I win something.
Yes.
Did you play?
I don't even recall. I mean, the squares are fun.
I still don't even know how freaking that works, but I just put my name down and
I learned. You know what? I learned because when we did our fundraising, I looked it up, and me, I had to research. If I'm putting something out there, I want to make sure that I understand all the rules and the guidelines, and just making sure that I knew the nuances of things. So I did a whole research on football squares. So I would say I'm a little bit of an expert now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm obviously, if anyone knows me, that I'm learning football, and that's one thing. That's probably the next thing on my list that I'd like to learn. But I'm taking baby steps here. So, are you going for anyone, Irene? Seahawks.
Yeah, the Seahawks. No, they no. If I had to pick, it'd probably be New England. Seahawks took out the Niners. You can't go for them.
Okay. I'm just gonna tell you the truth here. I did not watch. Okay, I did watch one Niners game, and I think that was the last one. And I'm convinced that I'm bad luck because the one time I watched it, they lost it. So
I can tell you, as soon as they lost and they were out of it, football just went for me.
Yeah. As soon as they scored that touchdown, the first 5 minutes of that game.
I know, 5 minutes. But anyways,
yeah,
going back to Super Bowl. So tomorrow, everybody have fun, enjoy the show, enjoy the football, enjoy the food. I'm definitely going to be there for the engagement of the people around me as well as the food, and then I'll probably hear some of that stuff.
Are you excited for the halftime show? Are you a Bad Bunny person?
No, I'm kind of, I'm not a big fan of just how political this whole halftime show is.
I don't even know the political parts of it. I just, to be honest with you, I'm so out of the loop on that.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely has a lot of political messaging. And so it just, I get it. I get the how it came about. I just feel like, I don't know, I'm in a space where it's, there's truths and then there's like everybody has a perspective.
Right.
And so it just to me becomes really, really hard when you have to pick one when perspective obviously is influenced by experience and by information. So with experience and information, and sometimes the information may not be good or it might be messaged in a certain way, I think then it just, I don't know, it becomes sticky. And, football is supposed to bring us together.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily feel that the halftime show with all the noise that it does, or it has, is bringing us together as a country.
Just at the time that we're in right now, it's just a really crazy time with everything going on. So, of course, naturally, since Super Bowl is coming up, that is the one thing that everybody watches. That is the one time to make a statement or say whatever you need to say. So I think it's just also the timing of everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not too vested, I guess. Like, not to say that I will. So there is actually another halftime show that they're putting on during the same halftime show as a Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
And basically it's referenced as If You Love America.
Yeah.
That's the halftime show we'll put out there. Right.
Interesting.
And so there is actually there's one halftime show, but then there is another one that's being put out for people who may not necessarily embrace the current, like the existing halftime show for Super Bowl. There's another option for you.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like for me, I'm not going to be like, let's say, for example, we're at Lana's and she decides to keep it to the Super Bowl halftime show. Regardless of my perspective, I'm not going to tell her like, hey, switch that over to that. Right. Or let's say, for example, she has the halftime show with the alternative halftime show. I'm not going to tell her like, hey, I don't want to watch that. I want to watch the real halftime show. Like, I'm just not vested that way.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Reggaeton is reggaeton to me. Every time I hear reggaeton, I'm like Bad Bunny because that's all I know. I mean, it's not my jam, but whatever.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think there's a lot of people that's kind of like in my bucket, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you see both sides and it's just kind of like, I don't think we feel that strongly one way or other.
Just neutral.
Where I think we all have our own perspective for sure. But I don't think, like I said, the Super Bowl to me is all about like competitive, bringing the country together. And I feel like with this, focus on halftime show and it being political, it just, it kind of dampers that whole, it dampers to me what Super Bowl should be for us as Americans.
See that.
So, yeah, that's kind of, but like I said, I'm not going to, tell Lana, hey, we're going to watch this one. You should watch this. Yeah, exactly. So we'll see.
Well, enjoy your Super Bowl. I may or may not see you tomorrow. I'm going to stay inside because it's just crazy everywhere. I don't do well with crowds anymore, so.
Well,
be safe, everybody. Eat your 10 million pounds of guacamole and
a million
and a billion chicken wings.
Yes.
Enjoy. Happy Super Bowl weekend.